therapy. Hello everybody, it's Tom here from the Company Code, author, educator and public speaker. Today I'm going to discuss cold therapy. What is cold therapy and why is cold therapy something that a lot of people now are trying? Well, I don't mind telling you, cold therapy is something that's promoted by Wim Hof. Wim Hof, as I've mentioned before, is one of my influences. He's somebody that I respect, somebody that I do follow. And I have to be honest with you, I've started employing some of his cold therapy techniques, as well as his breathing exercises. I do his breathing exercise first thing in the morning, every day, and it sets me up right for the day. 100% it does. I've seen the change in my body, I've seen the change in my mind state, and definitely the cold therapy does work too. Guys, I've got to be really 100% honest with you. I used to work outside, so while I wouldn't say I love the cold, not at all. There aren't many people that love the cold. I'm not as bad with it as perhaps some of us are, because of my experience of having been out in it. You do get acclimatised to it. It takes a good few years for that to happen, because as mammals we're not meant to be cold. We generally do need to stay a certain temperature to stay well. In all honesty, hypothermia is a real thing, and my word, you do not want it ever. However, this is about, like anything, this is about gaining strength through repetition and practice and discipline applied. So let me explain. For the cold therapy, taking cold showers, I would take, to start with, I would have a normal shower on normal heat. I'd slowly reduce the temperature to like lukewarm, and then I would put my head under with it freezing cold, and I would do it for probably, to start with, no more than say 5 or 10 seconds. And people go, that's nothing, why would you do that? Well, it's all about gaining that momentum, yeah? Gaining that confidence and that bravery to get in the cold, because it's uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable, I don't think we should just jump in at the deep end all the time. Sometimes it's better to build it slowly. So for myself, I started off with just 5 seconds, then 10 the week after, then 15 the week after that, and so on and so forth. I'm now up to about 1 minute 45, 1 minute 50 of standing under a cold shower. I must say, since doing this, I have noticed an effect on myself. Here's a big one. If I'm ever playing any sport or anything, and I have a cold shower, after having a warm one first, and then gradually bringing the temperature down, finishing with a cold shower, I don't feel any pain the next day. I feel hardly any. It literally is like constricting your muscles, and that's a fact. When you use hot water on your body, you're vasodilating the pores in your skin. That means you're opening them up. When you use cold, it naturally constricts, therefore closing the muscle up, closing the pores up. By closing the pores up, having opened it, you're actually kind of like relaxing the muscle. By relaxing the muscle, any sort of pains that are there seem to sort of subside. I'd say this because a couple of weeks ago I started playing six-a-side football again after a period of 4 years of not playing, just as a one-off. And I was expecting, being 4 years older, to be really finding it tough, to be aching and to be not in a good way. Not because I'm unfit, just because haven't played for so long that obviously your body needs to reinvigorate that muscle memory. I have to say, no issues at all. And I owe part of it's down to yoga, and part of it is down to the cold therapy that I've been employing, yeah? Cold therapy has been scientifically proven to have these sorts of effects on you. So it will boost your immune system, it boosts your mood, it increases your focus, And if you're going into a sort of deep spiritual meaning, if you're holding your breath whilst under the shower for a period of time, you're increasing your willpower and you're focusing strength for maybe meditation as well, which is not a bad thing at all. Yeah? By doing this, you are opening yourself up to so much. And it's basically warding off inflammation. Wim Hof swears by this, and look at the results for him. He can run barefoot across the Arctic wastes of freezing cold with no problems. He can sit in a container full of ice for record-breaking times. That thing doesn't come by accident. He wasn't born with this. What he has done is he's honed this set of skills. He has learned a physical switch in his body to allow him to do this. He's producing what you call brown fat. That brown fat is allowing him to be able to cope in really extreme conditions, which most people would end up either in hospital or possibly dead. Because we, as I said, as mammals, are not really meant to be in extremes of cold or hot, really, for any length of time. But by doing this daily or weekly or whatever you want to do in terms of what level you want to get to, by increasing it a little bit at a time, I've seen benefits, and I would thoroughly recommend that you give it a try. Yes, that first time you stand under a freezing cold shower is really hard, but trust me, if you build it steadily like I did, 5 seconds at a time, you'll find yourself going, okay, so on the second week after you've done 5 seconds, I've only got another 5 seconds, I can do this. And sure enough, you will stay the extra 5 seconds and get it done. Guys, this really works, and it has done for me, and I'm going to keep standing under the cold shower. I'm up to 1 minute 45, 1 minute 50 now. I will soon be on 2 minutes, and I can tell you now, when I started all that time ago, 2 minutes seemed a very long way away. All it is applied discipline and focus, and trust me, your body will thank you for it. You will probably see the results in your meditation as well, in how you are with yourself, your mood and what have you. It really does help. And I'm going to finish with this quote, or this thing. There are professional athletes that use cold therapy. There was a former Burnley footballer, Graham Alexander, who played into his 40s. And when I say 40s, I'd say like about 45, 46 years old. Most people who are professional footballers now retire between probably the ages of 35 and 40. He went another 5, nearly 10 years. And his secret was sitting in ice baths at the end of every game. After running around, getting kicked lumps out of, he'd go in the changing room when everyone else would be under a warm shower, thinking I feel better for that. He was tending to his body's aches and pains by sitting in a bath full of ice. And it probably has extended his career. He's retired now, but it gave him more time. Guys, this is my third and final video of the week. Thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here on this channel. Thank you. Third of 3. Put down in the comment section below, what do you know of cold therapy? Are you brave enough to try, or are you on the fence because you don't want to expose yourself to the cold? You know, if we're being philosophical about it, like Wim Hof says, once you experience what it is to die, you'll appreciate life more. And I suppose what he means by that is, being in the freezing cold and the numbness is probably like the sensation your body feels once it's left this life. Not that I know, but a bit deep there, but there you go. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a thumbs up and a like. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when my next content's out. Until then, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening as always. Your time and your energy is so very much appreciated here on my channel. I'll be back with my first video of the week next week and a new batch. So look out for that. But until then, take care of yourselves and bye for now. Thank you.